Haemonetics, focused on helping customers optimize their blood management practices. Our mission? Preventing a blood transfusion to the patient who doesn't need one and providing the right blood product at the right time, in the right dose, to the right patient who does. Haemonetics' goal is to help customers improve safety and clinical outcomes, simplify and streamline the process of blood management, and reduce costs, errors, and waste. Join us on what we call the journey from arm to arm to learn how Haemonetics products and solutions are transforming blood management from donor to patient, from blood center to hospital floor, from supply to demand. Information is critical for blood management optimization, and reviewing and analyzing data within existing systems is the first step on the path to connecting key processes.
I wanted to go over the metrics of our blood transfusion usage.
Impact Online, our proprietary blood management business intelligence portal, helps our customers track their blood use and subsequent clinical outcomes.
And can we drill down there?
With tools that compile information into easy-to-view blood-centric dashboards and interactive tables. Individual disparate data points are converted into actionable information that help advance the development of best practices in blood management, guide transfusion practices, and provide ongoing measurement to change behavior in hospitals and blood centers alike, ultimately leading to better patient care at lower costs. Achieving optimal blood management efficiency requires integrating information throughout the blood management continuum, from recruitment to blood collection, from testing to inventory to transfusion. Imagine an integrated network where software and devices communicate with each other, with blood centers, with testing labs, with hospitals, even with donors. Our journey from arm to arm spans this continuum and begins with the blood center finding a blood drive sponsor and recruiting donors.
Hi, this is Eric from the Blood Drive.
Over 70% of blood is collected on mobile drives. Blood centers must manage hundreds of blood drives a month, and preparing for each drive is similar to moving a manufacturing operation to a new location every day. Our Hemisphere software is designed to help blood centers manage, organize, and measure mobile drive productivity.
Next.
But no drive is successful without the necessary donors to fulfill collection goals. With Haemonetics eDonor software, blood centers can readily identify and communicate with eligible donors and schedule them to appropriate blood drives. eDonor provides donors easy, convenient, and personalized online access to schedule their own appointment and fosters donor retention through customized loyalty programs and a variety of communications.
All right, have a seat, Kenny.
Both Hemisphere and eDonor help blood centers improve efficiencies within their blood drive operations and help them target and retain the donors they need.
Hi, how are you?
Nice to meet you.
Thank you for coming.
Once a mobile drive is planned and donors have arrived to donate, they must complete health history questionnaires.
And what's your name?
Brian, David.
Health history questions cover a variety of topics to verify that the donor is healthy to donate and to screen out or defer those who are not. One of the biggest challenges for blood centers is ensuring health histories are completed accurately. DonorDoc automates donor health history intake by providing donors with a private and automated method to answer these personal questions. Automated questionnaires elicit more honest answers, assuring more accurate health histories and a safer blood supply. Once the questionnaire is validated, DonorDoc alerts our eLinks device that the donor is cleared to donate. Notice that up to this point, just prior to collection, these administrative tasks are electronic and paperless, improving compliance and documentation accuracy while significantly reducing waste. Mobile drives are performed in all types of surroundings: gymnasiums, church basements, conference rooms, and no matter where they occur, a highly controlled and regulated manufacturing environment is required to ensure process control, product quality, and donor safety. Today, most documentation is done manually with pen and paper. A simple error, such as recording the start time after the stop time, may require the donation to be discarded.
Hi, are you John Ryan?
Yes, I am.
eLinks is a handheld, paperless workflow system
Could you verify your home address?
that automates the data collection process, provides alerts to prevent errors, and significantly reduces the potential for manual mistakes. The combination of our eLinks workflow system, available today, in conjunction with our future wireless tower and communication modules, will enable collection staff to set up Command Central at any mobile drive setting and automatically integrate wireless devices and software connectivity at the push of a single button. At a blood drive, there are two primary means of collecting blood: whole blood and apheresis. Whole blood collection is a simple process where a donor simply drips into a blood bag filled with anticoagulant. Apheresis collects more of the blood component that is in demand. For example, 2 units of red blood cells, while returning unneeded blood components back to the donor. In whole blood collection, we are re-engineering our Zebra rocker scales to integrate with our wireless handheld eLinks technology to help our customers advance efficiencies and controls. We are also developing a sophisticated automated whole blood solution, which includes a smart collection device, wireless connectivity, and transport monitoring to streamline the blood collection process, reduce waste, facilitate regulatory compliance, and save money. Our Zebra products such as transport cases, donor lounges, rocker scales, and sealers help round out our collection portfolio. Most blood collected on mobile drives are transported in plastic picnic coolers filled with ice packs. Our Temp Trace module, now in development, will electronically monitor and document appropriate temperature conditions post-collection until the collected units are logged at the testing lab. Before collected blood becomes available for transfusion, each unit must be tested and results communicated back to the blood center. Haemonetics Surround software is specifically designed for use by testing laboratories to help them efficiently collect, manage, and communicate these results. The entire testing process and all associated data handling can be managed by our El Dorado donor system, which provides enterprise management for the entire blood center and serves as a system of record for regulatory compliance, simplifying documentation and workflow. Once the unit of blood has been processed and released with all required documentation, it can be transported to the hospital blood bank for storage. A hospital's transfusion service is responsible for assuring appropriate and timely blood supply to all patients. The market leader in managing hospital transfusion service operations is our SafeTrace TX system, which builds patient profiles by compiling data from hospital information systems, blood banks, and real-time hematology results, and electronically tracks units inventoried, shipped, transferred, quarantined, or wasted. In general, hospitals want to transfuse patients only when medically necessary. TEG is a diagnostic device that helps clinicians determine a patient's clotting condition before, during, and after surgery. Armed with this information, a clinician can intervene and ensure their patient does not bleed excessively nor receive unnecessary transfusions. Another way of preventing a banked blood transfusion is autotransfusion. Autotransfusion, a process Haemonetics invented and continues to lead and innovate, salvages blood loss during and after surgery and makes it available for reinfusion, thereby preventing unnecessary allogeneic transfusions as the patient receives their own fresh blood back. If an allogeneic transfusion cannot be avoided through autotransfusion or thromboelastography, Haemonetics Blood Track system helps ensure that the right blood product is transfused to the right patient at the right time. Blood Track, an automated blood inventory management system, makes it possible for transfusion service staff to monitor temperature, inventory, and access of blood units stored remotely on patient floors. Uncross-matched blood is stored in Haemonetics' smart refrigerator, the Blood Track HemoSafe.
Please remove the blood unit from the HemoSafe.
And automatically cross-matched and dispensed when needed. With Blood Track, blood components can now be transfused just in time instead of ordered just in case. For patients who need banked blood, it is essential that the right blood be delivered to them quickly and safely. Nurses use our handheld Blood Track TX device at the patient's bedside. To verify the patient wristband, and the blood product. Upon positive verification, the nurse transfuses the blood, and BloodTrack TX automatically uploads the transfusion data to the BloodTrack server. Our BloodTrack suite is another important supply chain management tool, ideally suited to help hospitals ensure better process control, reduce waste, improve documentation, and realize savings. From collection to transfusion, the journey from arm to arm. Our vision is to connect all these devices and software products through shared information. Imagine BloodTrack communicating with the hospital's SafeTrace TX system, which communicates with the blood center's Eldorado donor system on the ultimate disposition of blood. Eldorado donor communicating with eDonor to send a thank you to the donor whose blood was used to save a life that day. Then, through e-links, notifying the blood center to collect a specific blood product at the next drive. Information, connectivity, and integration of hardware and software are powerful solutions used to help optimize blood management, from recruitment to blood collection, to testing, to blood banking, to transfusion, spanning the entire blood chain, arm to arm.